Good morning, FitFam. Welcome to my kitchen. So I just woke up, excuse me. I just had my banana with peanut butter, which I know looks kind of funny, but I eat that first. And now I'm gonna drink my coffee so that I'm not gonna spike my cortisol and I have some food in my stomach. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of work right now, and then I'm gonna be taking you to the gym with me. We are gonna be training some upper body. So I haven't done an upper body in a long time, so I'm just gonna show you guys what I'm doing on an upper body day. And then I'm also gonna show you everything that I'm eating in a day to cut fat while I'm in this fat loss phase. So come along with me. I hope you enjoy. Make sure to give this a like and subscribe so you don't miss any more good stuff coming your way. See you at the gym.
All right, guys, just got to the gym. Gonna be doing some chest to start, a little bit of back, and a little bit of biceps in today's session. So let's get into it and work that upper body.
All right, so I'm going to start off with a very quick little warm-up, nothing extensive here. I kind of just throw my arms around in a whole bunch of ways when I'm warming up upper body, just so that the muscles feel a little bit engaged and warmed up. And then I'm going to be going right into some barbell bench press to start off this workout, the heaviest, hardest exercise that we're going to be doing. So first, I'm just going to do a warm-up set with just the bar to kind of get that range of motion activated. And now I'm going to be going for some heavy reps. I'm doing 3 sets of 5 reps. So I am really pushing my strength here. Now, I know a lot of women don't think to do barbell bench press, or they're maybe afraid of it, but it's definitely an exercise you should still be doing, because even though you might think it's only for men or that's going to make you look really hulky in your upper body, that's definitely not true. Women do not have the ability to gain muscle in their upper body the same way that men can, because men have so much more muscle in their upper body to begin with. So training upper body and doing bench press is actually going to build your upper body and make it look really feminine. It's going to perk up the lady bits, if you know what I'm saying. It's going to sculpt your arms and shoulders, and it's even going to work your abs. So do not be afraid. You should definitely be incorporating it. And again, this is definitely an exercise where you can really push your strength and see some major gains in your upper body. So after these 3 sets of 5 reps, I'm going to do a 4th final set where I'm going to decrease the weight and go for 10 reps. Okay, and continuing on with the heavy upper body compound moves, we are going to be doing a T-bar row. If your gym doesn't have this machine, you can also do an incline bench and put your chest against the bench and then use heavy dumbbells to row up. So I'm going for 3 sets of 8 reps here, really trying to overload my back and just bringing the bar all the way up to my chest, squeezing your back muscles at the top and keeping them contracted all the way through the range of motion. Onto probably my favorite back exercise ever, we are doing some lat pull downs. So I prefer doing these with this close grip attachment. I really don't actually enjoy the long bar. I don't know, I just never really enjoy the way it feels in my back as much. But this close grip attachment, your lats are going to be on fire, and you can see how much my back muscles are flexing here. I must say, I do love how it looks. So with this nice close grip, you're going to be simply pulling it and engaging your lats all the way up and down. And again, don't be afraid to use some pretty heavy weight here. Your back can take it because it is such a big group of muscles. So we're going to be going for 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps here. All right, next up, we are going to be doing some cable upright rows, which you can do with the cable rope, or you can just do 2 handles like I'm doing here. This is another one of my favorite shoulder/back exercises. So you're going to set the cable pulley to the bottom, and then you're going to be rowing upwards. So flaring your elbows out and bringing the cables right up to your chest and really trying to flex your back and shoulders when you get to the top. Give it a nice squeeze before going back down. And I'm going to be doing 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. And then I'm going to be doing a double drop set. So that means that after I finish my 3rd set, I'm going to immediately drop the weight to the next lowest weight and go for as many reps as I possibly can, and that would be the 4th set. And then I'm going to once again immediately drop the weight and do as many reps as I possibly can. So I'm just really trying to destroy my back and shoulders here. Since this is more of an isolation exercise, sometimes you want to do some drop sets like that just so you can really kind of overload those smaller muscles that you are trying to target. All right, we are on to the final exercise of today's workout. We are going to be hitting our biceps with some incline side leg dumbbell curls. These are surprisingly challenging. Like, they don't look like they're that hard, but when you are leaning back a little bit more at an incline on the bench and then you are curling all that way up, your biceps are literally screaming by the end. Normally I would be able to curl a lot more weight than this, but I really struggle to do even 15s with this exercise just because it's an extended range of motion. So that's definitely a way you can sometimes trick your muscles and overload them more without actually doing more weight, is just making the range of motion longer, so then there's more tension on the muscle. So we're doing 3 sets here of 8 to 12 reps. So since I'm in a fat loss phase, I am also doing some cardio in my program, especially to help me lose fat. I'm doing 2 sessions per week of 20 minutes. I usually do either incline treadmill walking or the stairmaster, and just like a really moderate pace. It doesn't need to be crazy hard cardio. You just want to have a little bit more of a calorie expenditure on top of obviously being in an appropriate deficit with your food to help you accelerate fat loss. So I usually like to do my cardio after my upper body lifting days, since they don't take as long and they obviously aren't nearly as tiring as a lower body day. Okay, so I was so freaking hungry after that workout, but luckily it only took me a couple of minutes to make my breakfast, which is protein oats. So doing my banana, rolled oats, soy milk. You can use any milk you want. I would use cow's milk, but using a ton of that makes my stomach upset. So I like the soy milk because it's plant-based, but then it is still pretty high in protein. And then I'm also chopping up some strawberries to add in there. And of course, using my grass-fed chocolate whey, which is so delicious. And then I just discovered that you can actually throw in your Greek yogurt into the protein oats, and it tastes so freaking good. I can't believe I've never done this before, and it gives you a ton of protein. It's like 60 grams of protein right in this bowl of oatmeal right here, and it only took me 2 minutes to make, so definitely give it a go. You will not regret it. Okay, and then for lunch, or kind of breakfast number 2, because it actually is more of a breakfast meal, but I love eating it for lunch, is going to be my healthy egg McMuffin, which I actually do on a whole grain bagel, and I also have some whole wheat toast with it. So lots of carbs, lots of good fats in this meal, so freaking delicious. So I'm taking 2 eggs and adding in some feta cheese, gonna whisk that together with a little bit of spinach to get my greens, and then cooking that up on the stove with some ham slices, which just makes it really easy to, once again, get the protein up, and they're super lean. So it's like pure protein, no carbs, no fats really. And then I'm going to be toasting up my bagel and my bread, just because I honestly actually need even more carbs to hit my goal. So that's why I'm having so much bread in this meal. And then buttering that up a little bit, adding on some ketchup, and then that is meal number 2. So easy and so satisfying. Like, you don't even need to go to McDonald's when you can just make your own version at home, and it actually fits your macros and makes you get fit and lean and healthy. So give it a try. All right, fam, last meal of the day here is going to be some chicken fried rice type of dish, or stir fry, whatever you want to call it. But I'm actually going to be using chicken thighs instead of just boring old chicken breast, which I gotta say is such a nice switch. Chicken thighs obviously have more fat to them, but then it's nice because you don't need to add any oil to your food because you already have the natural fat from the meat, and it just is like way more flavorful, very juicy. So it's nice to switch up your protein sometimes and do a slightly fattier meat, and then obviously you just count those fats toward your macros. So just chopping up a bunch of chicken thighs and doing about 165 grams raw, and then I'm gonna cook that on the pan. And then recently I've been doing frozen veggies, but I actually didn't have any, and so instead I'm just going to chop up a bit of bell pepper, which is really quick and easy, and I feel like it pairs very well with any dish. So throwing that in for my veggie. And then of course I already have a bunch of cooked white rice ready to go because I always batch a whole bunch at once to make meal prep way easier. So I'm gonna measure out. Today I'm doing 90 grams left for my carbs, add that into the pan. And then I'm going to be adding on my signature flavors, which of course is Bragg's Liquid Aminos, which is a healthy version of soy sauce. You could also use coconut aminos, which gives it even a nicer flavor. And then a little bit of honey, about 2 teaspoons of honey, and that is it. You already have the fat from the chicken thigh, like I said, so that's already giving the food a lot of flavor. Just mix that together on the stove and you have your dinner ready, a really delicious, really healthy dinner ready in just a couple of minutes. All right, fam, so that is my full day of training and eating. Thank you so much for following along. I hope you got some good ideas, and I will see you in the next video.